When I heard my own sleeping breathing recorded nightly, I finally stopped trusting anyone again. The first voice note arrived at 2:14 a.m. while I was brushing my teeth, and I thought it was a mistake. It came from an unknown number with no message attached, just a 43-second audio file. I played it without thinking. At first, I only heard sheets moving and slow breathing. Then I realized the breathing was mine. I froze in my bathroom with toothpaste running down my wrist, while the sound of my mattress creaking played through my phone speaker. Near the end, I coughed in my sleep exactly the way I always did during allergy season. I dropped my phone hard enough to crack the screen corner. I lived alone in a third-floor apartment outside Columbus. I checked every room twice that night. Closets, shower curtain, under the bed like a paranoid child. Nothing was missing. The windows were locked. The next morning, I convinced myself somebody had recorded me before. Maybe an ex, maybe an old voicemail. I wanted an explanation that sounded stupid because the alternative made me feel sick. Then another recording arrived the following night at exactly 2:14 a.m. This one was longer. I could hear rain tapping my bedroom window and the low hum of my standing fan. Halfway through, there was a sound that made my stomach drop. Footsteps. Soft, careful footsteps crossing my bedroom carpet. I listened to that part at least 20 times. Whoever recorded it had been close enough to pick up fabric moving against my sheets. I called the police, and 2 officers came by around noon. They were polite but unconvinced. One asked if I had carbon monoxide detectors. The other suggested somebody was pranking me with edited audio. After they left, I bought 2 cheap security cameras. One pointed at my front door. The other faced my bedroom. That night, I pushed a chair against the door and slept with my lamp on. At 2:14 a.m., another voice note arrived. I sat upright immediately and checked the live camera feeds on my phone. Nothing. My bedroom camera showed me alone under the blankets. Then I played the recording. I heard myself snoring softly before a man whispered, "She thinks the cameras matter." I stopped breathing. The whisper sounded distorted, almost amused. A second later, the audio ended. I packed a bag and drove to my older sister's house 40 minutes away. I didn't even change clothes. She kept trying to calm me down while I paced around her kitchen holding my phone like it was radioactive. Her husband checked my apartment with me the next afternoon. We found nothing except the bedroom camera unplugged on the floor. I knew I had plugged it in. For the next week, I barely functioned. I stopped sleeping properly. At work, I started making mistakes I normally never made. Then my sister admitted something that still makes me feel sick when I think about it. Her husband, Daniel, used to work in residential internet installation. He knew how to access unsecured home devices. A few nights earlier, while she was showering, she saw my phone number open on his laptop beside several audio files. She confronted him after I left their house. Apparently, he broke down almost immediately. Daniel had been secretly recording me for nearly 2 months. He told her it started after helping me set up my Wi-Fi router during a family barbecue. He saved my network information and later realized one of my old indoor cameras was still connected online without proper security. At first, he only watched because he was curious. Then he started recording audio clips, then sending them. He swore he never entered my apartment physically. According to him, the footsteps were edited into the recordings afterward because he liked how scared I sounded during our phone calls. My sister kicked him out that same night, but she still asked me not to report him immediately because their kids were terrified. I understood why she asked. That somehow made it worse. I changed apartments 3 months ago. I replaced my phone, my router, every password I had. I still wake up randomly around 2:14 a.m. expecting another notification. The strange part is that I miss my sister constantly, but every time she calls, I picture Daniel smiling at family dinners while he already had recordings of me sleeping saved somewhere on his computer.